It has been constantly transitioning, to be honest. My honest opinion would be none of it, right? So, not with indicators, not with strategies, not with tools. So, doing live trading experience, what is the reason? Are you going to manage other people's money? Are you doing it for your own trading? Are you doing it for career transition?
Nitesh, the very first question that I have for you, how has the journey into algo trading changed over the last few years?
I think it has been constantly transitioning, to be honest. When we started in 2009, algo trading, when we started iRage and we were setting up like 2008 is when algo trading was allowed in India back then. And 2009 is when we started. So in the early stages, and the kind of things that we had to do at that time for India. And then later on, when I moved to Singapore for global ops and a few years later, and then what we were doing at that time also, there was a great transition, not just because of the geography, but also, or the markets, but also because how the time was changing, what kind of tools were available, what kind of infrastructure was available, what kind of strategies were becoming mainstream or becoming the most effective in the markets. So that was changing. So it started from 2009, then we saw that transition in 2013, 2014. Then again in 2018, 19, there was a great deal of transition which happened, a lot of alternative stuff that started to come in. And since you talked about last few years, now what is happening is last 22, 23, 24. So post 2022, specifically more after 2023 that we have started to see is about the rise of the LLMs. So that is the biggest transition that we are seeing now in terms of the journey for learning as well as doing algo trading. So that's something that I am seeing the massive change that is happening. Of course, I am aware that there is a lot more in addition to what I just said. But yeah, that's something which has changed. So the approach itself is needing a massive change because there's so much out there. The LLM, the predictions have become cheap, of course. The judgment has become scarce and more difficult because there's so much content, there's so many tools which are readily available, and so many tools that you can readily create, right? So the stage where we used to start, most of the traders, predictions and tools and all that, that has taken a backstage, and a lot more is moving towards the process side of it. So yeah, so that's the biggest change in journey. It's not about the destination anymore. It never was probably, but even more so now, it's more about the journey, and it's more about how the process that you're following through the journey.
Next one is a lot of people start with indicators, strategies, and tools, as you said. Where do you think they should focus first?
My honest opinion would be none of it, right? So not with indicators, not with strategies, not with tools, right? So you can just nudge or prompt any LLM, any base level LLM model for any of this, and you'll get plethora of it, right? So that's not the alpha. Even earlier, it was little alpha. It was not much even earlier, but now it is not at all. So what is really important is about the thought process that you bring to the table. So two things which are extremely important. One, what is the flow? Two, what is how you're coming with the judgment. So when it comes to judgment, it aligns with two parts. One is about the deployment, how you're deploying it, what you're deploying, right? How you are ensuring that you have tested it out for all the edge cases. You have tested it out for all your scenarios in which your strategy got a curve fit, right? So actually knowing the reason why your strategy is making money. So that becomes extremely important. Second is about the aspect of the risk assessment, right? Understanding what risk is. And this comes from experience. A lot of it comes from experience. So people who have experience, that's a massive alpha. But of course, everyone gains experience. As you enter, no one enters with experience. That's something that you gain. But that is becoming more and more valuable for sure. So once you have defined that, okay, this is the flow, starting off with a hypothesis, then this is what it will be doing, and it's going to be a mix of agents and humans, right? So at every stage, agents are also doing a lot of stuff which they can readily do, and humans are overseeing or adding to it, right? So augmenting to it. So either of the two scenarios. So that's something which is happening now, and that's where the focus needs to be. The boring stuff. So if you are so yeah, so I think that would be an interesting thing, and it's something which has stood the test of time. And it was the case 20 years ago when I started my corporate journey. There was this discussion with a friend of mine, a batchmate, and he was like that, I trade but I lose money. What do I do? So obviously, I had just completed college, but it was a domain which was really interesting for me, right? So algo trading and quant trading, derivatives trading, all of that. So there was a massive amount of interest and passion that I had carried from my college days for this domain. And I just asked him a simple question: Why are you doing it? So he said, because it's fun. So I asked whether it's for adrenaline rush. He said yes. I said, okay, that's fine. Then you go out for partying or movie watching or dinners. So just treat it as one of your hobbies on which you're spending money. Don't expect to make money from it. Don't be sad that you're making money from it. And that really changed his outlook. And then he was happy keeping a budget for it and just doing it for the adrenaline rush, right? So that he was getting. But if his answer was different, if his answer was that, no, I want to make money, then the first thing that you need to do is that make it boring. So till the time your emotions or your enthusiasm or your passion about seeing the P&L move up and down, till the time that is moving you, it's going to be really difficult to make money, right? So the money starts to flow in once you start focusing more on the boring aspects of it, the procedural aspects of it, looking at the nuances, looking at the statistical aspects, all those things. Then it's fun, right? That's if that is fun for you, then the trading is a real thing which is a good career option. If it is more of, no, it's more for the fun of seeing the P&L move, fluctuate, and for that win that I will win, I'll make money, then it's more aligned with a hobby. Right, so that's there. So that's something, that's an anecdote which helps understand what how do you need to look at the trading as a career. And yeah, for that, what you need to focus on first is about defining the process and creating an ecosystem around it. So that's something which is extremely important, I would say.
Moving to the next one, for someone trying to enter the quant and algo trading, what proof matters the most today? Certificates, projects, GitHub Live, trading experience, or conceptual clarity?
I think this is a very important question. And what really matters, the easy answer is all of it, right? So if you have all that, really helps. But of course, if I had to prioritize that, what is it that is most important? So conceptual clarity is something which is, of course, if you don't have that, then there's nothing else to do, right? So conceptual clarity, having the proper understanding of what you're doing, that's something which is most important. Second is, of course, something that you can demonstrate. Now, what varies or what are the things that can change your answer here is what is your reason for doing it, right? So you can be getting these certificates or getting the project work done or flushing your GitHub profile with a lot of projects or doing live trading experience. What is the reason? Are you going to manage other people's money? Are you doing it for your own trading? Are you doing it for career transition? Are you already in this domain and you are trying to grow by gaining more knowledge? What is your reason for doing it? The answer will, what is most important among these things, that will change based on that. Assuming that a lot of that question frames like trying to enter quant or algo trading. So let's assume that it is more from the perspective of career transition or career start. So if for that particular scenario, I think the conceptual clarity and proof of demonstrable understanding, that you understand, right? So that you understand these concepts. So I think these are the two things which I would prioritize. So that's there. And live trading experience, if you're entering this domain, that's something which is not, in my understanding, in my experience, that's of limited value, especially when it comes to quant and algo trading, right? So your modeling understanding, your exposure to those statistical concepts and all those things would matter more as compared to, you have traded something discretionary or using some basic systems. That's not something which is massive value add. It's oversold at times, I guess. So by a lot of people, that till the time you don't do live trading, you don't have not done it. That's true, but more from the discretionary trading point of view. When it comes to algo quant trading, not so much, is what I would say.